friends, welcome to my channel, Decorating with Embroidery. It's a beautiful breezy day here in South Carolina. I just thought it'd be fun to kind of start out here. We're going to today take a look at some ideas for decorating your screen porch with embroidery projects. My screen porch is dubbed the Mermaid Lounge, and you're gonna see a very kitschy type decor on my porch. I love it. We enjoy it as a family, and it's just such a fun place to congregate. But anyway, regardless of your style on your screen porch, there's lots and lots of things that you can do to add some fun on your porch as well with your embroidery machines. So I hope you will take a quick peek at that and enjoy this beautiful outdoor area as we walk inside to the screen porch. Okay, so I'm going to take the camera down now, and we will make our way inside, where hopefully it'll be a little less breezy. Okay, before we get all the way inside, I want to stop right here and show you I have the first project to share. Let me apologize. I have wind chimes that are ringing like crazy today because we are having such strong winds. We're having 30 miles per hour winds, gosh, y'all, and I'm not near the coast. So I don't know what this is all about, but it's quite a breezy day the last few days we've had. This cute little project I made several years ago. I bought this design from a company called Hang to Dry. They have been purchased out by another embroiderer, but it is an in the hoop project that you can make. The design comes with the flip-flops and the wood pieces. Of course, you use whatever fabrics you like, and I chose tropical and burlap. I'm not sure I'd recommend doing burlap again if you are going to have this outside all the time. I've kept it inside, but I do bring it out occasionally and hang it here on the railing on the steps going to the pool, because I chose the wording "Welcome to our pool." This design does not come with the wording, so you choose whatever you'd like on it. And it is a project that has different design sizes depending on your machine. I think this one was one of the first ones I did with my 5x7 hoop. So you could do it even quite larger depending on the size of your hoop. And what you do is you make each individual part and they kind of attach together. All of it's done in the hoop, no sewing machine required for this particular project. I believe this company was bought out by another digitizer, and I will share that in the links as soon as I can. Okay, let's move along to the screen porch here. Here we are. Welcome, friends, to my porch, aka the Mermaid Lounge. We'll just take a quick little peek around. We call it the Mermaid Lounge because of this sign right here that I purchased several years ago. It says, "The Mermaid Lounge, cast your troubles and have a merry time." Well, my name being Mary, I wanted that sign, and then all the mermaid collections began. I've collected several myself, in addition to being gifted many mermaids. So we'll just take a quick little peek. We'll pause for just a moment and give you a quick little tour and then we'll jump into some of the designs that you can do with your embroidery and sewing machines. On my couch here, 3 sweet little embroidered mermaids on a pillow that I made, and I added the wording Mermaid Crossing. The mermaids were from Embroidery Library, and I will share the link on that as soon as I can. And the lettering, I'm gonna have to look that up and see who that was from, but I'll share the link for that as well. Anyway, I thought that was appropriate. Now this pillow has gotten quite worn already, so I'm gonna have to redo this pillow. It needs a little more size to it here for sure. And while we were speaking of pillows, this was another fun project that I did. And now this one was all my designs. I saw this idea on a pillow to buy, and I decided I wanted to make it myself. So I digitized each of the 4 different huts and the birds and all the little accessories that are on each hut. I hope to get that link up soon. I'm still trying to decide how I'm going to do that. If I'm going to do just one big design for sale with all 4 huts, or individually, or all of them individually and a large one. You guys, if you're listening, I'd love for you to comment. Let me know, how do you think I should sell this design? Should I do it as just one big design or one individual hut? That one has the little whale. These have the paddle boards. These have the life buoy. And this one has a little moon. And of course this is all done applique, and I used a applique stitch for these, which is a little different than a lot of what you see. And then some have the zigzag stitch, and then a solid for the steps. The lettering, I will have to look up and see where I got this lettering from. Of course, you guys know I don't do fonts. And I just came up with the wording on this all on my own. Happy are we for a day by the sea. Because I thought it was so sweet and cute. And very happy are we when we have a day by the sea. Okay, so pillows are definitely something you can do to decorate your screen porch with your embroidery and your sewing machines. Now, if you want to move on to a little bigger project, you might want to do a wall hanging. This wall hanging is quilted, and I did this design was on my machine. My Baby Lock Spirit had this design. Now, I'm sure you can find one of these seasonal type tree embroidery designs out there if you don't have the same Baby Lock design. But this one has a winter scene mixed with summer, fall, and spring. And so I thought this was perfect for my screen porch. And the wording that I add was a favorite scripture: for everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Now, isn't that perfect for a porch that sees all 4 seasons? I certainly think so. The quilting that I did, I'm going to try to get up close. There you go. You can see it. This was a Designs by Juju end-to-end quilting. I'll have to look that up and see which pattern that is. But it just turned out beautifully. And I love to do end-to-end. Now, on this particular design, or this particular wall hanging, I only did the edge with the quilting and left the center panel unquilted, as you can see. But isn't that fun? Love to do wall hangings. I'd love to do another one soon, maybe for the 4th of July, and hopefully get that one out here as well. Okay, now for a few other little items. Over here you may have noticed this fun looking stand. I purchased this from a resale type antique store, consignment store, and it had the skirts and the fabrics already around it, but I had to take them off today. I had to take them off this year to give them a good washing, and they originally had rope that went all the way around here, and they were all nailed and tacked in. I pulled all of that off this year, gave them a good washing, and then I just velcroed that back. Same on the bottom. What I have not done, and I also had a window panel with the same fabric that I still have. I just didn't put that back on because I'm going to use the window panel to make a cover for the bottom here. This little area is where I keep our beach towels. That's a fun idea for a screen porch. Now, of course, we all know that you can monogram your beach towels, so I'm not going to bore you with going through all of that and showing you that, but I did want to show you a quick little towel that I did last year. Okay, this one has one of my designs and then just some lettering. I saw somebody else had done this wording. Of course, we all know this wording from the very popular song, but I added my flip-flops that I created. These are fringy flip-flops. As you can kind of see, you've got a little middle flower there, and then you have the fringe on the edge. I definitely will be adding these flip-flops very soon to my Etsy page. They are very fun and very easy to make. Basically, when you are making these, they're going to stitch out and look like a regular stitch with longer stitches. And you will flip it over on the back, and you're going to cut the white stitches on the back to make the fringe. So it's kind of like you are cutting your underlay almost to do a fringe design. But anyway, those are very fun. It's a little trick that we learned in our embroidery group. And lots of people made lots of different fun fringy designs. Of course, I had to have the flip-flops, and I think I've seen somebody else has done those too, but mine are just a little bit different. I did texture on my flip-flops as well. So, fun thing, in beach towels, you can do not only monograms, but you can add designs. If you've got the machine and you've got the thread, you can do it. All right, next up is, I'm gonna move this so you can see. Yeah, let's come over here. Well, we have so much sun, I'm not sure where to go. Okay, here we go. This little basket, I have koozies, lots and lots of koozies. And the thing that I've been enjoying is monogramming koozies. Here we go, we can see a little better this way. This particular koozie I've had for many years. This is a KOOZI koozie. It's actually designed for a wine glass. Now this one I purchased when I worked for an embroidery store many years ago. And it has a little toggle where you can close it around the wine glass. Now that one, you would definitely need a machine where you could slip this in unless you wanted to take out the seams. But anyway, that's just a pretty standard monogram on a koozie. Now for the fun ones. These koozies, I made all of these koozies myself, and I bought KOOZI blanks. I buy my KOOZI blanks from All Stitch, and they are opened when you buy them. It's just an open koozie, and so you have to be able to sew them closed. You'll need a sewing machine. I use my serger on these. And now these that I buy from All Stitch, I have cut them down to fit the smaller slim cans, like, Michelob Light or Ultra or whatever. Those types of cans. But these are, when you buy them, they are sized for water bottles. So you can definitely use this on a water bottle too. I measured up and cut down the sides on each of them, and I do that before I place my embroidery so that I can make sure I get my embroidery centered. This adorable little embroidery design is from Planet Applique, I believe. I will share the link for that. And that does come with the monogram. So be sure and check that out. And again, I'll share the links as soon as I can. And another koozie that I did here, this one has, again, the fringe flip-flops with the smaller flip-flops. So hopefully when I get my flip-flops for sale on the page, I'll have both the larger and the smaller flip-flops. Then another beautiful koozie that I do. I've done this on beach totes as well, and I'll share that with you in just a minute. But this one, the palm tree is from Schuler Studio, and the monogram is from Designs by Juju. I combined the two to embroider on the koozie. So beautiful. I love this. This reminds me of a Charleston gate. And for my very own unique design, this is the South Carolina State outline. And I created a South Carolina State motif, as you can see in the background there, which I embroidered on there as well. And that went first, and then I did the outline with a stitch. Hopefully I will get that one loaded soon as well. Like I said, I'm still getting things going with the Etsy site, but I'm going to provide a link with that, and I'm also going to provide a link to a Facebook group that I've created for my embroidery design. So I really would love for some of you guys, especially those of you that sew and embroider, to pop in join that Facebook group. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to start sharing my designs more in that group and letting you guys see what's available and just get some feedback from some of you. So if you'll hang on just a moment, we'll take a look at a few tote ideas, and that'll wrap us up for today. And now let's take a look at a few of the totes that I did. This is an idea I wanted to share because not only is this great for taking to the pool or to the beach, these totes, these little canvasy type totes, make a great place to just throw in a couple of towels for guests, or you can have magazines or something else sitting on your porch as well. So for this one, I wanted to share you again. I used the palm from Schuler Studio, and in this particular instance, I used a font. I will have to look that up, who that one's from. It is not one of hers, but she does have a font very similar to this that you can purchase as well. I used this on a lightweight canvas tote. This tote was from S&S Sportswear that you can order online. They have lots of lovely totes. And for the final little share here today, this beautiful, beautiful design was from Schuler Studio that I purchased, and I will share the link for that as well. It's a very classy font. I used this on a beach tote that I purchased from Target one year. They had these for like $5, I believe, or something. It was incredibly low, and it's a nice sturdy tote. But again, you can order sturdy canvas totes from S&S Sportswear. I believe there's a few other of the online places, Sanmar, that carry the nice heavyweight canvas totes as well. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tour of my screen porch, the Mermaid Lounge, and I hope you picked up some inspirational ideas that you can do with your embroidery and sewing machines. And if you're not a sewer or you're just watching for the decor, I hope you got some fun ideas for that too. Remember, you don't always have to be so serious, formal, and mature in every room of your house. You can have a fun room that you enjoy just to get away and sit back with friends, have a few laughs, and have a comfortable, cozy time. Anyway, I thank you all so much for coming today, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will be back as soon as I can, hopefully with more projects when we get closer to the 4th of July, most likely. I do have an idea that I'm kind of playing with for a pillow design for outsides by the pool. So anyway, if I get that together, I may come on and make another video of that as well. Alrighty, guys, I wish you would go ahead and like this video. Let me know you were here. It really helps. And thank you all. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Bye-bye.